This is Fox 29 and the Philadelphia Inquirer together.
Right.
Yeah, hello.
Hi guys.
How you doing?
So I watched the documentary on YouTube where you talked about the making of it and everything.
Thank you.
And I thought it was really interesting. You talked about how it was made for the MTV generation.
Yes.
So what's different now? The montages, the soundtracks? What are we going to see?
A lot of the soundtrack was really good, but then a lot of it was based on trendy songs at the time. So I just keep one, which is Easy Way Out, which is fantastic. But more than that, the editing was quick. When MTV came on, usually cuts would be 8 seconds, 10 seconds, 12 seconds. They got down to 2.5 seconds. So literally I thought, why don't I do a film that kind of mirrors what's happening in filmmaking, especially in TV. So now that's kind of passe, and it's looked at as kind of cheesy. So I went back and got rid of the robot and got rid of some of the silliness in the music, and it's amazing when you go back with a whole different set of eyes, having lived an entire life and in between.
That's interesting. I love the robot, so I'm kind of sad, I gotta say.
It's for sale somewhere.
Well, I just have to ask, so to so many people, Rocky is an icon of Philadelphia. To you, what's the Philadelphia icons?
Well, what is the Philadelphia icon?
Yeah,
To me,
list of
well,
them.
I mean, ever since I was 10 years old, I've always been fascinated with the steps.
Okay.
It's the truth. I used the line in Creed because I felt like you could see the whole world from up there.
Yeah.
Which basically you're seeing your own future. It's
Yeah.
like, look, this is what I have to survive and surpass to make a life. Like the symbolism on those steps. You look down the freeway there, it's like unbelievable. Like it's almost a pathway to your life. So that has always been an incredibly monumental image in my eyes. Plus, it's so filled with challenges and symbolism. So people come, they're not running the Rocky steps, they're running like the steps of their life. Like, if he can do it, I can do it. This is something. It's all positive reinforcement, but who knew? I mean,
Well, I live in that skyline, and it's crazy how it's changed over the past 30, 40, 50 years now.
I remember, I lived there when there was one building, one. And now, you're right, it's all blocked off.
Well, thank you very much.
My
Philly loves
pleasure.
you.
Thank
One
you.
more question here. With Philly being,